Okay, you are bringing back some salmon.
Yes.
So when you first came from west to sort of central, it's probably not the same for you because you're so used to having fresh fish.
I know, and I mean, you just go down to the boat, or we actually had a fish man come around our street and deliver fish on Fridays, right?
That's amazing.
And so when I just want to show you the difference. When I first came to Toronto, I went into a fish store, and this is wild sockeye. That's what I was raised on.
Right.
And then I said, you know, can I see the salmon? And he goes, this is the salmon. I went, I don't think so. Do you know who I am? Like, you are wrong. Anyway, so it turned out I was an idiot because this is actually Atlantic farm salmon, and so this is what you have out on in the eastern part of the world, and you know, in the West Coast we do mostly wild, and the difference between them is the amount of fat. So if you're a wild salmon, it's like shark, you know, and so like they're lean. They're lean, and then if you're, you know, a farmed fish, it's like, you know, hi Charlie, you know, that do. So you don't get a lot of exercise and you have more fat, but more omega-3 fatty acids. So it's actually, you know,
so
I mean,
it's kind of good.
It is actually really good.
Okay.
Some of the other kinds of salmon I was raised on was canned salmon. We had salmon sandwiches for lunch. I always go with the canned salmon that has the skin and the bones, so you're getting the calcium. But this is the one that's skinless and boneless, and you can do that. Smoked salmon, big smoked salmon with those are caper berries, which I absolutely love. They're the huge big ones. And then that's called salmon candy at the very end, and I was really excited when I found that at Loblaws because it's a really big West Coast treat.
Salmon candy.
Yeah, so it's actually West Coast, and now it's out here. It's like, woo! Yeah, so it's not really candy. It's like an appetizer. So salmon and maple syrup and brown sugar, and then smoked.
Oh, that's good.
Right. Okay. So now my big pet. You know, I have issues with food that people went. Oh, I got issues. People cook the crap out of fish, and it's like you take this beautiful tender protein, and it's like, and you don't like it, and you don't like it because you did it.
It's rubbery because you overcooked it.
Yes, but so the first thing though is when you pick it. So when you pick it, ask the monger, or if it's in a saran, you just tap it, and if it bounces back, it's fresh. If it leaves an imprint, it's dehydrating and it's old. And it shouldn't stink.
And it shouldn't be smelly.
No, it shouldn't smell like low tide by a sewer outlet. It should smell like the ocean, fresh and wonderful. Okay, so those are the big tips. Now the next one is so I've got 3 different methods on how to cook the fish, and then I've got different toppings to go on top of all of them. So this is oven, and when you want to do it in the oven, you just put it in parchment paper in a pan. This is grilling, and now the big thing on grilling is that when you blacken a protein, you're producing a carcinogen. So you either marinate it or you don't flip it. So what I do is I flip it a teeny bit just to give it a little bit of bumps, and then I cook it with the skin. I don't know whether, can you see that this is it's on the skin? So then I'm just laying that right on the barbecue, and then I don't eat the skin.
I see.
So that's one way. And then this is poaching, and I'm going to show you how to poach a fish. So
that's really healthy. Super healthy to poach.
Super healthy. And when you hear poaching, it's like, no, you're not going to steal the fish. You're going to, you know, you're not going to go poach it. You're going to cook it in a liquid. But this is the trick. You see, I don't know if you can tell, but it's not boiling like mental, okay? It's just a light boil, and then you place this whole piece of salmon right in there and cover it up, and then it takes anywhere between 10, 15, 20 minutes, depending on how high you've got it.
Does that need to be completely covered, like if we were doing this in real life? Okay, so that would be completely submerged?
No, that's good because it's going to steam.
And that's enough.
And that's enough, okay?
What do you have in there? What is it in?
I've got orange juice.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, so the citrus is going to make it have this wonderful flavor, and the acid kind of tenderizes it too. But you could do water. My assistant Katie does mustard and water, which is a neat idea. I'm going to totally steal that. And or chicken broth or vegetable broth, but I really like the orange juice. So it takes a while, and you know what? You always go to internal temperature, and it should be 158 Fahrenheit and 70 Celsius. That's when you know. It's just cooked, not like you cook the heck out of it. Okay, do we have time to show some sauces? Okay.
A little bit.
So I like to cook salmon all just really simple because it tastes so great, and then I put stuff on top. So the first one is a wasabi topping, and I've got rice vinegar, I've got tamari, which is soy sauce with no wheat. I've got honey, ginger, you can put the ginger in, and garlic, and then I've got the wasabi. So wasabi, I love it. It's
that
like,
will spice up your mouth. You're either a lover or a hater.
Well, you know what? When I was my second husband, my second husband had never had sushi, and he said, "I'm going to eat that whole thing." I said, "If you do, you will die, right?" And he didn't listen, and he ate it, and he went like this, and they went, "I think I just saw God." Anyway, so yeah. One of the funniest things he ever said. I think there's 3 he said. Anyway, that was my second husband. Number 3 is way funnier. Anyway, so you would just pour this onto the fish when it's done. This beautiful yum, and then the next one is a teriyaki one.
Okay.
Once again with ginger, garlic, honey, tamari, and rice vinegar, and onto that. This
You're
goes
just
over
mixing
here.
it though. You're not doing anything else. You're just mixing it and then pouring it on top, and you're not cooking with it.
I'm not cooking with it, and then you get all that fabulous flavor.
Nice.
And the last one is like a tapenade. So I've got
so it's more
parsley, or fresh oregano, olives, and this is out of my garden, basil. You just tear that in there, and then you top the fish.
This is so good because I love salmon and I can eat it probably every day of the week. I know I should not.
Twice a week.
Twice a week.
Twice a week.
I could, but I get bored. And I get bored because I don't have enough of these, like different topics to do with the toppings, so that's very smart.
Yay.